What's good, everybody? It's your boy TJ, and today we're going to be doing a review for King Richard. The film is directed by Ronaldo Marcus Green, and it stars Will Smith as Richard Williams, the father of Venus and Serena. We get to see the early life of the superstar tennis sisters and how their father coached them and trained them into what they became today. So everyone knows who Venus and Serena Williams is. I've heard stories of their dad having like a 70-something page book that he wrote before they were born, which kind of broke down each step they would need to take to get to superstardom. I've also heard stories about how they lived in Compton, and the tennis courts that they practiced at, they would have gang members there that, that'd be just kicking and stuff, and they would be giving them shit while he's trying to train his daughters. All of those things and more are covered in this movie, and I really enjoyed King Richard. But before we go any further, this is usually where I mention to subscribe to the channel, like the video, which you still should. But I am happy to announce that I have made my first movie club, TJ McFly's Movie Club. It is on Discord, it is free to join, and the purpose of making this movie club is for movie fans from all around the world to have a safe haven to talk movies 24/7, make new friends, recommend movies, and it's just like positive vibes. I'll leave the link in the description below, and like I said, it's free to join, so you can chat movies with us. I think when people talk about great sports movies, I honestly think that King Richard will be mentioned, and that has to do with the great performances by the cast, especially by the boy Will Smith. Will definitely brought his A game in this movie. He does have an accent throughout, and once you kind of realize he's gonna have an accent in the beginning, you forget about it. And there are times where I honestly forgot I was watching a movie and I thought I was watching like the real story. I think Saniyya Sidney and Demi Singleton did a great job as Venus and Serena Williams. The performances that we got from like the young cast was well beyond what I expected. I thought, the kids, would just be kids and kind of do their thing while Will carries the whole movie, but the two sisters did phenomenally. Another performance that I enjoyed was from Jon Bernthal, who plays Rick Mackey. Mackey, I forgot which one, but he is awesome in this movie, and it's so funny because the way he's talking is so like upbeat and polite, and it's so different from like, say, The Punisher. Once award season starts rolling in, I would be very surprised if Will Smith is not nominated for at least a Golden Globe. Golden Globe should be a lock that he'll be nominated, and depending on the movies that come out in the next couple months, I wouldn't even argue if he felt like he should be nominated for an Academy Award. That's how much I enjoyed his performance in King Richard. Will does an excellent job channeling the struggle and the pain and the joy from Richard Williams. They live in Compton, they don't live in the best area, they're not the richest family, and yet he's still overworking his kids. And there are scenes where neighbors are kind of complaining like, you should let them have a childhood, and Richard is just so set on the notion that no, these kids are going to be successful superstar tennis players, and he was right. There are scenes where he's making them train in the rain, and as a parent myself, I'm kind of thinking like, yo, is that ethical? Is that right that you should be doing it? But I mean, what can you say? It's like the mad scientist was right the whole time. My favorite parts of the movie were, of course, the tennis matches. They were filmed very well. It was very exciting, and you really felt like you were watching a tennis match. It reminded me of like Ryan Coogler at the end of Creed. Like, I just love in-your-face sports action sequences. And although I know who Venus and Serena is, there are stuff that I didn't know. Like at the end when she's having that match against the #1 ranked tennis player in the world, and Venus is 14 at the time. I didn't know who's gonna win. I'm not gonna say it here just in case you don't know, that way you could be surprised. But there are still scenes in this movie that I was on edge because I didn't know much about. So the movie does clock in at 2.5 hours, but you don't really feel it because, like I said, the movie's very good. The pacing is well done, and you're just very bought in to the story. Like I said, it's good to see Will Smith back, in his A game. I'm so happy for him, and he's still one of my favorite actors that has not won an Academy Award yet. Do I think it'll be this one? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I need to see the rest of it, but at least he did a good enough performance to where people will be talking about it. So if I have to give King Richard a score out of 10, I'm going 8 out of 10. If you're a fan of Will Smith, If you're a fan of sports movies, dramas, I'm pretty sure that you will enjoy this movie. The movie is going to be released on HBO Max as well. And, you know, although, of course, the movie theater is always the best setting, this movie you could get by watching on HBO Max at home. So that does it for my review for King Richard. Short and sweet. Like I said, go watch it. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, like this video, join the movie club. The link is in the description below. And as always, thank you for watching.